Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In our previous class, we have discussed about the different parts of the plant. Root, stem and leaf we already discussed. So, today we are going to discuss about the flower. What is flower? You have seen different types of flower in different plants, right? Different plants have different flowers with different shapes and color also. We can see in our surrounding there are so many flowers and their color and shape are also different. The flower is the reproductive part of the plant. It is the reproductive part. Okay. We have learned the root, stem, all these are the vegetative part. But the flower is the reproductive part. Between the flower, the male reproductive part and the female reproductive part is present. The reproduction occurs there. So it is the reproductive part. And now come to the structure of the flower. This is called petals. It is called the petals or corolla. In this picture we can see 3 petals and it is also called corolla. And this is the stigma. It is the style. And it is ovary. These 3 parts together form the gynoecium or the pistil. Gynoecium. This is the female reproductive part. This is gynoecium or pistil. And the red color, it is the male reproductive part. Okay, it is anther and it is the filament. The stamen or androecium. I will write it down. Stamen oblique androecium. It is the male reproductive part. Okay. It is male reproductive part. And this is the female reproductive part. Is the female reproductive part and it is the male reproductive part. Pulse. Sepals or calyx. Its another name is calyx and it is the thalamus. And another name is receptacle. So this is the different parts of the flower. First one is petals or corolla. this is the stigma, style, ovary. These three together form the pistil or gynoecium. It is called the female reproductive part. And here the anther, the upper part is called anther, and the this part, the long part, is called the filament. Anther, filament together form the stamen, and it is also called androecium. It is the male reproductive part. And this is the sepals or calyx. This is thalamus or receptacle, and the last below this part is called the pedicle. Okay, so these are the parts of the flower. This is the pistil. In some books you can see there will write the carpel. So carpel and what is carpel and what is the pistil? Okay, the both are similar. Okay, carpel is the single structure of single unit of the female reproductive organ, and pistil is the whole reproductive organ. Maybe it's 2 or 3 or more than that combined together and form the pistil, and it is the only single female reproductive structure is called the carpel. Okay, now we understand the difference between carpel and pistil. Good. In our surrounding we can see different flowers, but in all flowers these all parts are not present. Okay, in according to this we can divide the flowers into two types, that is true flower and false flower. Okay, true flower and false flower. So what is true flower and what is false flower? True flower, there the female reproductive organ, male reproductive organ, petals and calyx, the 4 part is present. Okay, the calyx, petals, male and female, male and female 4 part is present. And in false flower, in among these 4 parts, 1 or 2 is absent. Okay, 1 or 2 parts are absent. Some example of true flowers are hibiscus, or it is called the China rose, the rose, that means the normal rose, mustard, apple and pea. All are the example of the true flower. False flower example: cucumber, wheat, cotton and papaya. In papaya and cucumber, you can see there are different flower. In one flower only male reproductive part is present, and in another flower there the female reproductive part is present. So in between one flower the 4 part is not present. That's why we call them as false flower. Now you understand what is the difference between true flower and false flower? So in this video we have learned the different parts of the flower and what is the difference between true flower and false flower and their function of the flower. So what is the function of the flower? Flower are the most attractive part in the plant. So its main function is to attract the insect or pollinators for the pollination. In most of the plants we can see insects are the pollinator, but there are another pollinators also, like air, water, and sometimes human also acts as the pollinating agent. Function is, the flower function is the attract insect or other for pollination process. The process pollination. So this is the function of flower. Flower is the attractive part. It has bright color and smell also. That's why flower attract the insect or another pollinating agent for the pollination. And in this pollination process, the reproduction process, the fruit will form. So that's all for today. Today we have learned the flower. Next day we will learn the fruit. Thank you.